Hello, Internet, and welcome to SonyCentric, the Outerhaven's official PlayStation podcast. I'm your host, Jason Kwasnicki. Go around the table and introduce ourselves. First, my co-host, the Loyal. Just introduce yourself.
Oh, I have to say my name. Wow. Hey, it's me, Mark Sullivan from the Outerhaven.
I've given you guys all a promotion. You now have to introduce yourselves. It's
I'm
a
the
promotion.
Italian meatball, apparently. Or Irish meatball, that's the one.
The Irish meatball. No,
Yeah.
I've given you guys all a promotion that also is beneficial to me because I don't have to introduce you. And to my virtual right, the lovely
Delaila Lugo, what's up?
And we are here the day after. Well, actually, no. PlayStation Experience is still technically going on as of this recording. But the conference, to kick it all off, the big tamale, as they like to say, that went down yesterday.
The hottest tamale.
The hottest tamale.
It did.
And, boy, it made people jizz their pants. I'll tell you what.
That was quite a doozy, I gotta say.
Yeah. So, you might be wondering, just in case, you happen to be a PlayStation fan and you missed the show, what is it, Jason, that gave everybody such a huge boner? And let me tell you, Mark Cerny came out there with, his fucking hair, his immaculate hair, and his glasses, and he showed off.
He actually didn't.
Mark, stop interrupting my stories, okay?
Oh!
I know you're here to fact check me, but it's for dramatic effect. Anyway, Mark Cerny showed off Knack 2. Everybody laughs, roll on the snare. That's my joke for the beginning of the show. But yes, there really is an announcement
I realized
for
that
Knack
too
2.
late, I'm sorry.
Mark just fucking...
Yeah, that happened.
I should be,
I'm sorry.
I should be, I should be congratulating you on a job well done for fact-checking me, except, I knew. It's a fucking story, Mark. It was a joke.
I missed that too late. Oh, God.
But you may be asking, Jason, if that's a joke and that isn't really what gave people a boner. What did give people a boner? Well, we're getting an Uncharted standalone game, and we're getting The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, man, just popping it off right off the bat.
Opening and closing the show.
Yeah, Naughty Dog basically just bookended all of the PSX showcase.
It was such a strong way to open it and such an even stronger way to close it.
Good lord, he really was.
I will say, though, you know what, I'll save that. We'll talk about Last of Us Part 2. We'll do this chronologically. So let's talk about Uncharted first, because that opened the show.
Absolutely.
This was... Alright, so... This is a bit complicated, because they call it a standalone game. It's called, Lost Legacy?
Yes.
A Lost Legacy.
And it was revealed that it will star Chloe and,
Nadine.
Nadine, yes. The character introduced in Uncharted 4. It's technically, chronologically, a prequel. I believe so. But yeah, basically the character you'll be playing as Chloe. And they say it's a standalone game. However, they also said the same thing about The Left Behind, didn't they?
Yeah, it was. I mean, you were able to purchase it without having the game.
Yeah, so I think people are kind of blowing this up a little too much.
I think that was after the fact, though. Left Behind initially came out as DLC, and then it was released standalone after the fact. I don't think this is going to be the same sort of situation. But maybe I'm wrong about it? I don't really know.
We'll see. I still don't think it's going to be that big of an experience. Not saying it will be bad, just it won't be long. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing for Uncharted.
Yeah, that's true.
I actually remember playing Left Behind like the first day I got it on the PlayStation Store, and I think I had already sold my Last of Us 3 copy and was able to just play it like that. I could be wrong, it was so long ago, but I think that's how it went down.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Either way, let's like talk about the actual substance here. What do we think? Why do I even need to ask? What do we think? Like, you get to play as Chloe. It's fucking kick ass.
Well, what was really interesting was like I kind of had no clue what it was until the very end. Tonally, it did not seem Uncharted. Gameplay wise, up until the very end, it didn't really seem Uncharted.
The camera was kind of it was even more Last of Us like than Uncharted 4.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, when I saw her when she was in the disguise, the Middle Eastern disguise, walking through, I was like, this feels a lot like Uncharted, but I don't think it is, right? And then they zoom into her face at one point. I was like, okay, she's a white girl, so she's definitely like under disguise. She kind of looks like Lara Croft, but I don't think it's Tomb Raider. And then when they finally took off her thing, I was like, oh shoot, it's Uncharted. Wow, I didn't think they were gonna go that direction. But when I saw Nadine, she looked a little different. She actually looked like the girl from The Last of Us, the Firefly chick. I forgot her name.
Oh,
the one you... Spoiler alert.
What is her name? What is her name? Maureen? Was it Maureen?
Yes,
yeah.
Maureen, yeah.
And so, like, I was like, wait, is this like The Last of Us? I was like, but it's Chloe. Are they like merging these worlds? But then it said, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. It looks fantastic, amazing. I'm very excited to play this, and I'm actually really glad it's a standalone. Cause don't kill me, but I actually sold my Uncharted 4.
What?
Yo, gotta make that bank. Make it rain.
So much for us.
Make it rain that game. Make it rain that GameStop money, because you can only fucking use it at GameStop.
Yeah.
Well, I actually gave it to a friend, sold it to a friend, but I figured by the
some
time...
black market shit.
Yeah, it's
Delaila,
always black market,
Delaila be hanging out in them back alleys. Yo, I got what you need. What are you buying?
Exactly. I figure by the time DLC comes out, it'll be much cheaper than I sold it for, so.
That's probably true, yeah.
So overall, pretty exciting. It was a good way to start the show, but I mean, come on, the real meat, the real juicy stuff came at the end, and that's not to put down Uncharted, but a full-fledged game, The Last of Us Part 2. And that was also something that nobody saw coming.
Nope.
Yeah, no.
Like, we
Not
kind
at
of
all.
had... And I think all of us predicted, didn't we, that we would see the Uncharted DLC?
Yes. We did not think it was going to involve Nadine and Chloe, which I wonder how they even got to know each other, but I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to hear. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we all pretty much assumed Uncharted DLC was going to come. I think we were all kind of hoping for something involving Sully over anything else, but
right.
This still looks dope. But on to the other.
Yeah, no, I was only saying that because we had all kind of suspected we'd see a DLC at one point for Uncharted. Nobody was expecting Last of Us sequel, especially considering that we just recently got comments about how I think it was Druckmann said they're just now dusting off prototypes that they'd been working with for a potential sequel.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, they even clarified on stage it's very, very early on.
Yeah.
This game is a ways off.
We're probably not seeing it until 2018, fall 2018 at the earliest.
Yeah. Right. If that.
Yeah,
and they might be able to make that. I mean, keep in mind, in the past, Naughty Dog has been able to churn out games pretty quickly, especially now that they already have the engine built for it.
I don't know about that solely because Uncharted 4 was delayed so many times.
But that I'm saying in the past, obviously.
No,
keep in mind, Uncharted 4 also had production issues, namely Amy Hennig leaving.
Yeah, well, yeah, the team change was definitely
and
definitely
the entire story of the game apparently changed.
Right. But that being said,
yeah, in the past, Uncharted 2, I mean, how long was that after Drake's Fortune? That was
2 years.
2 years, yeah. So I mean, at this point, they have the engine. They might just update it a bit, and you know. And what was the gap between? Well, I mean, at that point, with the original Last of Us and Uncharted 3, they were developed concurrently. They had two teams at that point. Now they're just one team again. But I mean, it is possible to see it at fall 2018.
Yeah, it's possible. I'm not counting on it, but it is possible. Let's talk about that teaser a little bit.
You know, I think I've been pretty outspoken about how much I did not want to see Joel and Ellie again. But having now actually seen it in motion, or at least a tease of it, I actually am kind of okay with it.
That's exactly how I feel. You and I both, I feel, have been pretty outspoken about it. If they were going to do a sequel, I would want them to do other characters. Or I would have wanted them to do other characters, and I kind of didn't want a sequel at all. I felt that game, I love that game. It is one of my favorite games. Felt that having that as just its own entity, its own story. Yeah. It was done. It had finality. Seeing where they possibly want to go with a sequel now, and they talked a little bit about it. Neil Druckmann stated that the first game was a story about love. This one's going to be a story about hate, and that's very evident in this teaser. Mm-hmm. It's a really interesting direction to go, and there's a ton of theories already out there about where exactly that direction is.
Right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sold on it now that I actually see it.
And Delaila, what's your first take?
I mean, first of all, the minute they showed the Firefly pendant on the stop sign, I started crying like a little bit, because The Last of Us is my absolute #1 favorite game of all time. And we've talked about this game so much already. And throughout the whole song that Ellie was playing on her guitar and singing, up until the minute she says, you know, I'm gonna find them all and I'm gonna kill them all, I was like bawling the entire time. I was like, I can't believe this is happening. Oh my god.
Yo, real talk, just as an aside, when it was showing the close-up of her tuning the guitar, at first I was trying to figure out like who it was playing the guitar.
Right.
Because like I was looking at the profile, and I kind of feel bad saying this, no offense to you, Ellie, but like there were no breasts. So I assumed it was like a man playing the guitar, and I'm like, who the fuck is this?
I honestly kind of at first thought it was Joel as well.
I didn't even think it was Joel. I was like, what the fuck's with the tattoos? Like, this must be a new character in the universe. That's what I thought at first.
Right.
But alas, it was Ellie.
It was, and this man, it looks dope.
So, impressions aside, obviously I think we're all optimistic about it. I agree with what you said, Mark, about the direction. Kind of, it seems like a revenge story. And I want to lead into, you mentioned some of the fan theories, because I actually really dig some of these fan theories. And I want to get your guys' thoughts on probably the most prevalent one, which is that in the trailer, when Joel walks in, it's actually like a figment of her imagination, that Joel will either already be dead at the beginning of the story or die at some point during the game, and that will be, you know, her mission is to seek revenge. I don't know, on one level it kind of sounds generic, but on another, like, given her relationship with Joel as it is, and, you know, the possibilities, like her potentially discovering post his death what he actually did in the first game, you know what I'm saying? It could be more interesting than just a generic revenge story.
Yeah, I mean, part of me wants to see Joel still, at least for a little bit. And I'm pretty sure if they do go into his death, we will get to see that played out to, you know, have perhaps some more dramatic effect or whatever. But that's pretty interesting. I mean, I hadn't looked into these fan theories, but if that's the theory, I mean, him coming in with like a silhouette would speak to that a little bit. When he's like, oh, you still going on with this plan, kiddo? Like, what's her plan? Is it to like go and like kill all the fireflies or something? it's interesting.
Right. Because the theory goes like, because his silhouette doesn't look as aged. Like Ellie clearly looks like she's older, but Joel doesn't look like he's gotten any older. And B, given that there was the Firefly mark and there's all the dead bodies, there's kind of this, people are trying to draw dots that like perhaps the Fireflies come back at you for what you do at the end of the first game.
Right.
I don't know, Mark, you're kind of quiet. What do you think?
That is the main theory that I've seen floating around. I like that theory. I'm kind of hopeful that he's not dead. Because I just don't want him to be dead right off the bat. Like you said, like you did, you brought up it would be kind of generic. That's what I'm a little concerned about. I don't want them to do something generic like that. What I kind of thought was that she just knows what happens at the end of the game. They go, or at the very least, she finds out while they're at. His brother's name was Tommy, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Uncle
So
Tommy.
What I was kind of thinking was that they were living at that civilization that Tommy was running, and the Firefly somehow tracked them down and killed everybody, and that's what Ellie wants to see. But I don't want to really believe that Joel died, just because I don't know, it's not something I want to see the story go in, a direction the story to go in.
Well, answer me this, because I feel like it's kind of inevitable that one, if not both of them, will die in this next game.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they want this to go, like, it was kind of a foregone conclusion that The Last of Us would get a follow-up. But I don't think they really want it to become like a franchise like Uncharted has. Right. I think they want to end it at this point. Would you guys agree with that?
I would hope so.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, they could go so many directions. Like, even the way they ended the first one, they would have been fine just leaving it as it is or continuing it. They left it so open-ended, but so closed at the same time that, it's really hard to say if they will continue it beyond part 2.
And, obviously, I as we've talked about on this show before, at least Mark and I, this might have been before Delaila, you were even, regularly coming on. We've talked before about how we'd love to see Naughty Dog tackle a new IP. But yeah, I just think it kind of sucks knowing that. Maybe they'll live, I don't know. But regardless, I do think this will be the last time we see The Last of Us with this entry.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I would like to see Naughty Dog make a new IP as well. I just feel like they're so strong as developers, but they're so strong that I have absolute 100% faith that this part 2 and anything else they make, whether it's a continuation of the series or not, is going to be fantastic. Like, they've definitely proven that thus far.
I don't have any doubts about the game being good or not. It's just, if a story has been told, let it end,
Yeah. Whatever they do, I'm 100% confident it's going to be amazing.
Okay, so I think we're all pumped. We're all juiced, as some might say. We had some dope, big announcements that really made this PSX something special. I think everybody walked away happy. But, Mark, you got a list over there.
Oh, wait, there's more. Yes, I do. Because, here's the thing
There's
about
so
Sony
much
conferences.
Shit. There's
The
so
thing about
much shit.
Sony conferences is it's a non-stop train of just, alright, here's one announcement. Alright, immediately after, here's another announcement. Wait, we have another right now. There's, barely any room to breathe. Writing this recap that I did, actually, which you can read on the Outerhaven.net, God, I was watching a capture. I didn't get to watch it live, but I had to pause just to, finish the thought that I was writing because they were not stopping.
And notice how, none of these exclusives have even fucking come out yet. The first one comes out this Tuesday.
Right. Yeah, this conference was packed.
Right.
There was like mostly little things. I'm gonna go ahead and say like a lot of little things, but
Right.
it was still packed. So let's run this down. Following rumors, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite was revealed. So fighting game fans rejoice, I guess. And
Just
that also.
Just a quick
Go ahead.
note on that, because I know we're gonna kind of glaze over these little news pieces. I was watching the Capcom Cup, and the dude who won the Capcom Cup was playing with the DualShock 4. Yeah.
Nice. Fighting sticks can just Never mind. All right.
What was that?
I don't know. I have no idea. So anyway, yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. That's cool. A lot of people were super stoked for. Actually, if you watch the capture of the show, people were flipping the fuck out over that. And then it got even better with the next one. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is now available for download on PS4. There was a part during the show where it showed the audience after that announcement, and there was a dude just jumping up and like flailing his arms in the air. It was so funny. It's kind of crazy to see how fanatic some of the fans are for those games.
Yeah.
Anyway,
people just like to lick Iron Man's balls. What can I say?
hey Jason, if I was gonna tell you that a classic racing franchise in Sony history was making a comeback, what would you think that would be?
Crash Team Racing.
Oh god, I wish. No, Wipeout Omega Collection was revealed. That's kind of crazy. You'll also be happy. There's a seasonal holiday event for Destiny called The Dawning.
Yeah, that looks. I just gotta say, like, I'm not mad. I'm just.
Yeah,
I've
Destiny too.
had a personal. Unlike Delaila, who just straight up got mad and rage quit, I had a personal, like, almost a religious experience where I was like, yo, I played over 120 hours of this game. That's more time than most people dedicate to, like, 5 individual games combined.
Right.
And I feel like I've just had enough of what this iteration of the game has to offer. Now, I'll be right there, first in line for Destiny 2. But just the base game as it is cannot be changed any further to, like, intrigue me, you know?
Right.
Yeah, I was.
Not even snowman
there.
heads?
Not even snowman heads.
Oh, that's upsetting.
Yo, I still got all my potions from Halloween that when I teleport around, or not when I teleport, when I spawn into the game, I'm like a vampire, I'm like a bunch of bats, and then I come together. It's really cool.
That was a thing, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Anywho,
Yeah,
continue,
I
Mark.
mean, just to put it comes out really soon, which is like I think the 13th of this month.
23rd it starts.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
23rd.
But yeah, I don't know. Destiny fans, and Christmas fans, I guess. I don't know. Have fun. Being snowmen. Space snowmen, actually. Alright. Speaking of Crash Team Racing, though, I really wish that was involved with this, but gameplay was revealed for the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. And that looks incredible.
Yeah,
they
looks
did.
good.
They did on that trailer. They showed original footage from the PS1 games, and then did a swipe across and showed you the new, the new visuals, and it really it looks true to the originals, yet it looks so much more modern and actually really incredible.
How do Crash's jeans look?
They look pretty denim-y.
They tight.
Yeah, they're tight.
Show off that Bandicoot ass.
That Bandicoot booty. Call him Crash Booty.
What's the name of the bad guy? The doctor?
Neocortex.
Neocortex. Those were some days, man, back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Kids these days have no idea.
We're gonna get to relive them.
They have no idea what we had, platformers. We had Spyro and fucking Crash Bandicoot. They have no idea. The things
pretty much.
Things we played. Anywho, now they will, because we're getting the remaster. Continue, Mark.
We're gonna get to relive our childhoods. It's gonna be fun. Alright. We got a new trailer for Resident Evil 7, and that demo got its final update, and we're gonna talk about it next week to give you guys time to play it, because I played it, and holy shit, did they add quite a substantial amount of content.
Yeah, I gotta update that and play it. I'm gonna do it like right after we record this.
Yeah.
And then Mark and I and Delaila, I don't know, whenever you get time. Basically, we'll all get together and do some impressions of that as well. This is something I'm really, really looking forward to. Potentially even more than The Last Guardian, which is coming out this week. Because Resident Evil, they're sticking to the January date, right?
So far, it's still January 20th, yeah?
Yeah, so
Yep.
it's imminent. And I mean, both Mark and I, one of our top games, Delaila, probably you too, top games, Resident Evil 4, right?
I would say top 10, maybe.
Yeah.
Weak. Get out of here.
Yeah, no, that demo is very, very much, if you ever thought that demo was kind of just setting a tone, this is where it's actually coming across as, alright, this is what that game is going to be like, and damn, is it impressive.
Nice.
So, update that demo, give it a shot, we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, I'll have some gameplay footage with that.
Awesome.
I'm bringing gameplay footage back.
Yeah.
Until work, bites me in the ass again and I don't have time to.
I mean, yeah, whatever. Moving on, Ace Combat 7 still exists. Got a new trailer. It looks okay, I guess. I'm not really into Ace Combat.
Fly
I haven't
airplanes.
played Ace Combat since like the DS, but I will say in VR that kind of looks fun.
Oh god, I feel like in VR that's gonna be terrifying and just full of motion sickness. I don't know. Just Godspeed to anybody that does that. There's a 2017 character pass for Street Fighter V, and Akuma was revealed for the game, so rejoice,
cool
fighting
story,
game
bro.
fans. Yeah, whatever, and we got another trailer for The Last Guardian. It comes out Tuesday. Oh, yippee. This was another incredible we're bringing it back moment. Jason, if I were to tell you a rhythm game from the PlayStation 1 era was coming back, what game do you think I'm talking about?
Parappa the Rapper.
Yeah, buddy. Parappa the Rapper is being remastered for PS4,
Kick,
and you can
punch. It's all in the mind. If you're
you
gonna
can
test me,
download a demo and play that level. Like, you can download a demo right now and play it.
you gotta believe.
Oh my god! And I've never played Parappa the Rapper before, so this is actually really exciting.
I wish that had actually become a franchise and grew, because those early, Unjammer Lammy, Parappa the Rapper. Obviously, the second one sucks, but
Right.
they're really fun. They're simple though, when you go back. And I just wish they had actually, because that style of game. I mean, there are those types of games. Obviously, fucking Rock Band that experience draws its lineage right back to games like Parappa the Rapper. But I mean Parappa the Rapper itself and Unjammer Lammy, that universe, quote unquote. I wish it had kept going on and the games had expanded and got more complex.
Hey,
because that shit was just so much fun.
Jason, Parappa the Rapper did continue to exist. Did you not play PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale?
Oh, unfortunately, I did.
Oh man. Also, Patapon and Loco Roco are being remastered for PS4, and that's kind of crazy to me too. But I digress. Parappa the Rapper, that's exciting. So is the fact that we are actually getting Knack 2. Jason was not kidding earlier. Knack 2 was revealed. With a new trailer and everything. I'm surprised by that, but I'm not surprised by that.
It's Mark Cerny just peeing all over us.
Well, I mean, Mark Cerny was...
While giving us the finger.
I will say, Mark Cerny was not there, but...
Yes, I know he's not there.
Okay.
I'm referring to him because it's his fucking baby.
That's true. It is his baby. The game, Knack sold really well because it was a launch title, and it was also a pack-in with every Japanese PS4. So I'm not entirely surprised that we are getting a Knack 2. I just really hope it improves everything that was wrong with that first game. because there were a lot of things wrong with that first game. So we'll see.
Just existing was wrong.
Oh god, that's so mean. Poor Knack.
So, wait, what else? We don't have much else left. There was Ni no Kuni, right?
Yeah, well, there's we got a new Ni no Kuni trailer. It was a story trailer, nothing too substantial.
Well,
check it out. It looks really good.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty impressive. Just the graphics, and it showed off a little bit of gameplay.
It looks very pretty, and yeah, they did show some gameplay. The first Gravity Rush 2 DLC, which is going to be free, was revealed with the trailer. Where you'll play as Raven, so that's neat if you're into Gravity Rush, which you should be because it's really good. Gran Turismo Sport got a trailer. Yakuza Kiwami and Yakuza 6 were both shown in one trailer, and it was kind of weird because they split the trailer with like 80% Kiwami, 15% Yakuza 6, and then 5% was telling the release dates for both of those, or the release windows for those games. Kiwami's coming in summer of next year, where 6 is coming early 2018.
No offense, because I've never played any of those games.
Right.
But, like, how the fuck do you tell the difference between them? Because they all...
I have no clue.
They all take place in Tokyo, don't they? And you're fucking, like, big... You're wearing, like, the same fucking outfit in everyone. And, like, you do the same shit.
That guy wearing the same exact clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
How the fuck do you know? Because they all, like, look graphically similar, too.
I'm sure Yakuza fans are just, like, shaking their fists at you right now, but I couldn't tell you either. I really couldn't. But, yeah, that was a thing people were probably excited about. Danganronpa V3, Killing Harmony.
Oh, Mark with his fancy Japanese pronunciation.
Oh, I mean, I'm Japanese. What do you want, man? But that's coming to PS4 and Vita next year. And this is where it actually starts to get pretty funny pretty soon. We'll get to that in a second. But we also got a new trailer for Nier Automata. And then it starts to get funny when Automata. I don't care.
You know, you got your fancy Japanese pronunciation. I got my fancy English.
Well, anyway, out on stage walked Gio Corsi, and it was so funny because he had a Vita in his hand. And then he just started dropping announcements with trailers and stuff, and he just, kept on pointing out every little game that's coming to Vita, which is like, I feel like PSX is the only time where we'll actually get, announcements for Vita, and it's always from Gio Corsi saying, yes, don't worry, I care about this thing, and here are the games that are coming to it, and none of them are too exciting, but it still is a thing.
I think it was funny how Shuhei Yoshida was asked a question by one of the fans. He was like, "What about the Vita?" And he like tilted his head and just was like, "All right, bye."
But yeah, we got more trailers and games. Ys Origin, Dreadnought, which is some sort of space combat game.
Yeah, it's a RTS.
Right. That's on Windows and open beta. I think it's coming to PS4 in 2017. Pyre, a game that you played at PAX, right, Jason?
Yes, I did. That
got a new trailer showing off the versus mode. There was a game called Vane that was revealed. A game called Absolver that was revealed. What Remains of Edith Finch got a trailer, and that's coming to PS4. Housemarque has a new game coming out called Nex Machina, which looks very...
Oh, let's play a game.
What's up?
I'll give you $50 if you can guess what genre it is.
What genre Housemarque's new game is?
Yeah.
I mean, top-down... It's a top-down shooter.
It's a joke, Mark.
Oh.
You really... We're gonna have a talk after this episode.
I'm really off my game today. I'm sorry.
Anyway, continue, Mark.
I've had a long weekend. And then they had an indie game showcase. A ton of indie games in that one video. But this is where it starts to get really cool. Let It Die got a trailer, and then they dropped it on the store. So Let It Die, it's Suda51's new wacky ass game. It's free to play, and you can start playing it now. That's pretty cool. You can also get, starting, this was yesterday when it all dropped, but Mother Russia Bleeds, Surgeon Simulator VR, and Garou, Mark of the Wolves, they're all available starting now. Lara Croft Go is coming to PS4 and Vita, or it is on PS4 and Vita now, so that's great for the people that love those games, because from what I understand, those games are actually really good. The Go games. But anyway, a flying disc game called Windjammers is coming soon to PS4 and Vita.
Windjammers.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know why, but that just made me think of, in The Big Lebowski, log jamming.
Well, apparently this is like a pretty old classic game, so it's really, it looks like Pong but with, you know, discs. So,
It looked classic. It looked pretty freaking classic.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like super retro.
That name, I don't know why I just made that connection, but anyway, go on.
Windjammers. A new game was announced. And this is another thing that's kind of interesting. There was only one PSVR major announcement, and that was Starblood Arena.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised considering, because one of my expectations in an article was for them to announce a couple big VR games, especially because PSVR just launched. You would think that PSX would, 2 months after PSVR launch, this would be the time to say, all right, you just bought a PSVR. Here's reasons why you're going to want to keep it and keep playing and keep buying our games. Like, here's a bunch of games that are coming.
I think they're waiting to see how not how Resident Evil 7 does, but particularly with VR.
Okay.
Because that's the
possible.
testing ground. There probably are big AAA games in like pre-production.
Yeah.
Or possibly there are AAA games that kind of have it on the side. They're doing it in co-development. But before they announce anything or confirm anything, and before they invest the resources to make it happen, they want to see how it fares with Resident Evil 7.
That's fair. I was just kind of hoping to see more of that at PSX. 'Cause I feel like the timing would not have been better at anything else other than this.
Yeah.
Or at least for like two or three big announcements for VR. I don't know. I just kind of expected more from that, but it's not a big deal. Starblood Arena looks cool. Neo got a trailer. That's, still a thing people are excited for. I'm not a sports fan, but
Nope.
the show 17...
You can skip it.
I mean, well, okay, the show 17 looks really cool. They're adding like a retro a version in the game, or a retro mode that looks really, really neat. And it's also, I don't know.
Can you play as Lou Gehrig?
It looks good.
Can you play as Lou
I don't know,
Gehrig?
maybe.
Spoiler alert, he dies.
Oh, Jesus. But yeah, if you're into baseball, the show's always good, so. And, lastly, we got a Horizon Zero Dawn trailer. The game still looks good. We also got The Last of Us Part 2 review, so there you go. That was PSX.
Nice.
And, I mentioned a lot of things, like, oh yeah, this thing got a trailer. If you go to my recap, there's a link to every single trailer. So if you want to watch any of those, find out what they are, just go check out the article, theouterhaven.net. Click the link, you can find the video.
Yeah.
And what a good segue, because we are SonyCentric, the Outerhaven.net's official PlayStation podcast. We just went with you over our reactions to PlayStation Experience 2016. So let us know in the comments. What do you think?
The things that we had reactions to.
Yeah. Mark.
Yeah. What?
You gotta step up your game, man. We're gonna have a talk. We're gonna have a little prep talk afterwards. Are you sick or something?
Well,
are you doing something naughty while you're trying to do this podcast?
I'm getting over
that's
a cold.
distracting you.
I'm just I don't know. I'm tired. I'm sorry.
Anywho, outro. So, do you agree with us with our thoughts on the I mean, how could you not agree with us? It was a fucking awesome conference. Okay, if you don't agree with that, you have no soul. But you can let us know how awesome you felt about the conference in the comments below. Also, be sure to let us know what you want to see from the show, what we can improve, and what we should keep doing. We love to hear from our fans. And please, last but not least, subscribe, like this video, to see more content. As always, I'm your host, Jason Kwasnicki, and I was joined by Mark Sullivan and Assassina-san Delaila Lugo. Peace out, Internet.
Peace.
Later.